Welcome to San Academy Pallikaranai, Class 6 Social Science. Happy day, students. We are going to learn our next chapter from Social and Political Life, chapter number 9. The name of the chapter is Urban Livelihoods. Topics to be covered in this chapter are introduction on the urban areas and urban livelihoods, working on the streets, in the market, in the factory workshop area, in the office area. Introduction about the urban areas and urban livelihood. India can easily boast of as many as 5,000 towns and nearly 27 big cities. These big cities are also known as metropolis or simply as metros. They have a population of more than 1 million people each. The big cities are Mumbai, Delhi, China, and Kolkata. In these cities, more than 1 million people live and work. Regarding the occupations, there are 3 types of occupations: primary, secondary, and tertiary. In primary occupation, people are engaged in agriculture. In secondary occupation, people are engaged in manufacturing and processing or raw material influence. In tertiary occupations, they are engaged in providing services. Regarding the types of livelihoods, in urban areas, different types of people reside and they practice different types of livelihoods. They are divided as factory workers who work hard day and night but are unable to get good salaries. Next, the shopkeepers and businessmen who are busy in selling and buying of different types of things. Followed by the professionals like teachers, doctors, lawyers, etc., who form the core of the urban population, who are also involved in providing services. And then there are some urban people who practice other people occupations like vegetable vending, domestic servants, garments traders, and etc. Working on the streets. A large number of people in the city work on streets. 12% of all the workers in the city were people working on the street. They sell things or repair them or provide a service work on their own and are not employed by anyone. They have to organize their own work. They have to plan how much to purchase, where and how to set up their shops. Shops are usually temporary structures, just some boards or papers spread over discarded boxes or a canvas sheet hung up on few poles. It may also use their own carts or simply a plastic sheet spread on the pavement. They can be asked to dismantle their shops at any time by the police and they have no security. There are other certain parts of the city where these hawkers are not allowed to enter certain areas. Vendors sell things, often prepared at home by their families, who purchase, clean, sort, and make them ready to sell. Almost 1 crore street vendors working in the urban areas, and there is an obstruction to traffic and to people walking, and is now recognized as a general benefit. It's the right of the people to earn their livelihood. Government thinking about modifying the law that banned street vendors so that they have a place to work and that there is also a free flow of traffic and people hawking zones have been suggested for towns and cities. It's also been suggested that mobile vendors should be allowed to move around freely and hawkers need to be part of the committees. It is set up to take these and other decisions relating to them. In the markets. Many people own shops in various markets of the city. It may be small or large and they sell different things. It can also include business persons who manage their own shops or business. They are not employed by anyone, and they do employ a number of other workers as supervisors and helpers. They are permanent shops and they are given with a license to do business by the municipal corporation. The municipal corporation decides on which day of the week the market has to remain closed, and the market also has small offices and shops that provide services such as banks, courier services, and others. In the factory workshop area, the place called Labor Chowk, where daily wage laborers who work as helpers to masons dig at construction sites, lift roads or unload trucks in the market, dig pipelines and telephone cables, and also build roads. Thousands of such casual workers in the city. Most of the workers work in the factory and are employed on and what is known as the casual basis and is required to come and when the employer needs them. And they are employed when the employer gets large orders or during certain seasons only. And the other times they have to find some other work, and which is not a kind of a permanent job. And if the workers complain about their pay or working conditions, then they are asked to leave immediately. So there is no job security or protection for these factory workshop area laborers. There is ill treatment, and also they are expected to work very long hours. In the office area, people working in offices draw a regular monthly salary, and they are considered to be as a permanent worker, permanent employee with the company or the organization. They expect the job to continue for a long period of time, and which includes other benefits of the permanent workers like savings for old age and etc. Part of the salary is kept as a fund with the government, which is the provident fund, employee provident fund, and they can earn interest on these savings. Holidays, mostly they get off on weekends and national holidays, and they get some extra days as annual leave. Medical facilities for the employee's family is also included. The company pays the medical expenses up to a certain amount, and they also get medical leave. Salary is not cut on taking this leave. So, as you all have seen, we have just traveled across the different work occupations, work zones of the urban areas, starting from the work of a hawker who sells his goods on the street, and then we traversed on to see how the shop owners and the sellers who are having their shops in the markets, and followed by the condition of the laborers in factory workshop area, how their hours are extended and how strict rules are being laid on them, followed by the people who are well educated and serve as employees, permanent employees in the company or a bigger organization with all the extravagances they have. Thank you.